Hi there guys, just another wee video because I've literally just finished playing Last of Us Part 2. I'll give you fair warning now, there may be spoilers in this video because I might slip up and mention one or two things, but I'll do my absolute best not to spoil anything. So if you haven't played the game yet or you're still going through the game, then stop watching the video just in case I mess up and I spoil something, because I don't want to do that, okay? But the game, I will say, the only word I can think of is wow. I absolutely loved the game. I did hear that there was a leak of some kind that let people know which direction the story was going to go in before it came out, and some people were not happy, but I'll be honest, I disagree. I absolutely loved the story. It kept me gripped to my seat. I couldn't put the controller down. I had to stop myself sometimes from continuing to play the game, otherwise I would have completed it too quickly. Like, every character you come across in this game, you empathise with them, you get to know them to a point where you care about them, you hate them, you empathise with them. It's just, they've done so well with the development of each character in this game that it keeps you focused throughout the entire story. It just, you're there with the characters. That's just the only way I can describe it. They've done so well there. Another thing that I really loved about it, and if you're like me you'll love this as well, is the graphics of the game. The graphics have done a massive upgrade from the very first game, even though the first game was remastered. There is some scenes from the first game, like the ending in particular, that are in this, just in the difference in the graphics. If you remember, if you look at a YouTube video of the first game and then play this game, you can just see the differences. For example, the hairs on Joel's beard, like every finer detail of his beard, the facial expressions of Joel, the facial expressions of Ellie, it's unreal. They've really done well with this. I also really liked the combat. I liked how the combat was. I mean, you could be really sneaky and stealth-like and sneak through and not be caught, not get caught by anybody. Or if you had the ability, enough bullets, enough weapons, and you wanted to fight everyone, you could do that. You could totally do that. I must admit, it's very difficult if you want to fight everybody. There's a lot of moments where it just gets very intense, and you will die a few times. But if you want to go down that direction, then you've got that choice. That's entirely up to yourself. I like the crafting element. The crafting element was in the first game. But what I really liked about this is that when you wanted to upgrade your weapons, you can come across workbenches and you can upgrade your weapons, whether it be the sight, the damage and the bullets, the ammo capacity. But what I liked about it is that when you came across a workbench, the finer details, the wee small details, like she'd turn on a light, you could see her chiseling away. It's like, using tools to upgrade the weapon, and that I just like those smaller details. The only one thing I would say is, coming on smaller details, is that, and this may be me nitpicking a little bit, but the only thing I would say is that there's one point where it introduces a new group, and I'm not spoiling anything, but Ellie gets shot in the shoulder with an arrow. Sorry, not with a bullet, with an arrow, and 10-15 minutes later, she's bandaging herself up. You can see her shoulder at one point, and there's nothing there. An arrow's literally just went right through and there's nothing there. So a wee bit of consistency would have been nice at that moment, but other than that, the consistency was fine. I mean, there's parts of the story that progress and you can see the scarring in certain places, where they've been cut or whatever for certain characters, and it's just, they've done brilliantly. That was just only one point that I would say, could have been a wee bit more consistent. But other than that, I'm trying my best not to talk so much here to the point of spoiling this for you, because I would highly recommend getting this game. If you haven't played the first game, get out, get Last of Us, play, after you finish that, play Left Behind, which was a standalone game after the events, or during the events I believe it was, of the first game. Again, play it, just go for it, and then play this. You will not be disappointed. I got it for £34.99 at a game. It was pre-owned, to be fair, but I think it's still selling for 50 quid in game. Obviously you can get it on Amazon and any other online sites. You'll have the ability to get it there. But yeah, you'll not be disappointed if you choose to get this game. But yeah, if you like the video, give us a like, subscribe, share it, and I hope you have a good day. Cheers.